Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Tower of God Chapter 541, or Season 3, Episode 124, and I don't really feel like we have a long intro or anything like that to do this time around. I guess just as usual, go watch everybody else's stuff, go watch my other stuff. Everybody that's covering Tower of God, really good. I found this one channel, I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but they had less than 100 subs, and I posted about them in the community tab, so go check there if you want to check them out. But they did reviews of Season 2, like arcs, yeah, like reviews of Season 2 arcs, and then they're now reading Season 3, they just started Season 3, so if you're interested in that, a very new perspective, go definitely check them out, but please obviously do not spoil them. So yeah, all of that, I guess go check that out there. Anything else I wanted to say? Not really. Sorry the review for those 5 chapters still isn't up, I'll be honest with you. I've taken notes on it, but I haven't had time to finish it. Hopefully I'll be able to do that within the next couple of days. And yeah, I just clicked onto this. I saw the thumbnail. This literally just came out. It's like 9 o'clock right now as I'm recording. And I saw Gustang was in the thumbnail, and I remembered, oh wow, yeah, I was so focused on, oh, we're gonna see what's gonna happen with Gustang probably, that I was kind of overlooking. I just remembered, oh yeah, Gustang's probably in trouble. Like, I already was like, oh man, the death flags are heavy for Yusracha especially, but kind of Doom, kind of Gustang already before now. But then he busts in here, and it's like, oh man, death flags through the roof. I don't want Gustang to die here, but like, oh man, that's a real possibility, I suppose. Especially with Bomb being like, fully like, you know what? No, I don't accept your proposal. Not even playing along with it for now. Though I did mention at the end of last chapter, now it seems like Gustang has shown up at, not here at the nest, but at Traumare's actual palace. Maybe he's going to try to steal something or try to wipe out the palace while Traumare's not home. But either way, if Traumare gets the message, he's going to be like, oh crap, we need to warp back out of here. Now, we saw he like yoinked Bomb before. Why doesn't he just take Bomb with him? Who knows? Maybe there are extra circumstances involved. We know. What if... Okay, hear me out here. What if Traumare, like... And again, don't spoil me if I get anything right, please. So what if Traumare hears the news that Gustang is attacking his palace, and he's like, oh crap, we need to warp back. And then we know what I was about to say. Doom and Yuan Sung have their plan going on. What if Doom and Yuan Sung just say, you know what? And then that's when they blow the thing up, and Traumare just gets stuck in the middle area somewhere. So not only does he not get Bomb, he also can't stop Gustang because he's just trapped out in the middle of nowhere. That would be an interesting way to do this as well. Plus, we still have Kirin and maybe another 1 or 2 really strong fighters from the Lopobia family back where Gustang is. So we actually might see Gustang and his people going up against them. Now that I'm thinking about it again, I have not thought of any of this beforehand, it's just hitting me now. Also, I'm excited to see if Rachel is with him. There are people that disagree, but I've been sort of, again, don't tell me if I'm right, I've been sort of team, I think Rachel's gonna still be working with Gustang. She might not like literally be here with him. He might not even have any of his people, he might just be going in alone. But yeah, you know what, let's just start reading. I want to see where this goes. Sorry I said it wasn't going to be a long intro, but then I just started thinking about Tower of God stuff, and all of that just popped off the top of my head. So either way, let's start reading. We have a graphics, the depictions of violence that may be upsetting for some readers, graphic here. So yeah, we have a warning. Interesting. We have Gustang there. Master. Alright. I can't believe one of the 10 great family heads showed himself here. I never expected this. What should I do? A few minutes earlier. Okay, interesting. Marriage. What's he talking about? This is getting really weird. Hey, Yusracha, can you do me a favor? What is it? If you're going to ask me to help you escape, don't even bother. Oh, when I went back and took notes and everything, I just thought Yasracha had this overconfident speech about how, oh, this is the power I learned from the Highbrider. I'm not listening to anybody like you anymore. And now a couple chapters later, now that I have like the future sight of knowing what happens a few chapters later, it's just like, oh wow, was he overconfident. Yeah, this did not work out well for Yasracha, I don't feel, at all. Sort of like, I feel like none of Yasracha's plans, even in all of his flashbacks, none of Yasracha's plans have really worked out very well, now that I think about it. Well, it's something like that. The thing is, I used some of my own blood to create canines called Mad Dogs, and the Mad Dogs with my blood in them all have something in common. We're finally figuring out what the, like, what they call it, blood fusion was about. We're finally figuring this stuff out. And what went on with Varagarv not being able to be controlled. They lose control of themselves and charge at enemies blindly when they're enraged. They literally turn into mad dogs, and that kind of makes sense from what we've seen with Elliot as well. That's why I assigned some people to keep them under control, the angels, okay. So again, I like we're finally getting a little bit of explanation for this stuff. But I just found out recently there's a mad dog that's broken free of my command and learned to control his madness himself. And the longer he holds back his madness, the more powerful he is when he finally releases it. I haven't had to control myself very often in life, but I'm sure I could do it too. I get similar feelings when someone wakes me up from a deep sleep. It's like a sudden burst of power. Okay, so storing up power and then releasing it. And I guess it does make sense because we found out before during the cage that whenever Yama wakes up, he like kills a ton of people. So, my brother and I discussed the idea of using the warp fleet to escape through the gate. Basically, we'll wait until the moment the warp fleet moves to unleash our power. Do you really think that would work against a family head? I'm not sure, but it's worth a shot. The family head won't destroy the warp fleet or the gate if he wants to get back to the battleship, and we know that he is going to want to get back to the battleship. So I need you to block his attack for a minute. Just long enough for me to unleash the power I've been building up inside of me. Okay, see, big brain meathead, Yama. This is so good. I'm counting on you. And he starts focusing. And see, it's like, you can complain about like, oh, power-ups after power-ups, but I like when at least the power-ups really do have a logical explanation that makes sense from what we've seen so far. And this totally makes sense. In fact, it explains some things that we saw so far that didn't have explanation before. I know we have a common enemy, but I'm still technically his nemesis. I'm surprised he trusts me enough to close his eyes right in front of me. What on earth is he thinking? I thought that was Yama thinking at first, but it was Yasracha. We see the Kraken coming in. And then, he's as foolish as his father. The counter is coming from Yasracha. It kind of pisses me off. Actually, it really pisses me off. Oh, and we're just now getting to the title sequence. The 10 Great Family Heads Calamity. Okay. How... Oh my god, do you guys remember? Oh wow, the Raws or whatever have to be so far ahead. Do you remember when like weeks and weeks and weeks ago I said that I saw something like somebody was going around posting spoilers and replies to tweets, and like it was a link and all I saw was the thumbnail? And okay, this is what the thumbnail was. It was this, except it said the 10 Great Family Head Disaster, I think. I think it said disaster, not calamity. So that's what I saw. And when we didn't see it for like 3-4 weeks or even more, I forget how long ago it was I said that. It feels like forever ago. I was like, well, I guess maybe it was fake because we never got to see that title. But no, this is the title that I said I was spoiled on one of the titles, and it was forever ago. This is what it was, only I think it said disaster and not calamity. But all I saw in the thumbnail was literally this. It was just this right here. Okay, so 1. Haku's side, we finally get to see Haku and Elaine. Haku, can you hear me? Yeah, the game just ended and they're in real trouble if, if Fuchile, or Fuchile, I think it should be, use a self-destruct. Yeah, the game just ended, so it looks like the lighthouse is working normally again. I'm glad you're okay, but you heard about it too, didn't you? A bomb's going to explode. Yeah, we heard. Damn it, we need to find that bomb. Even the beastkin that were trapped here are helping us, but we have no idea where to look. Knowing the Army Corps Commander's personality, I doubt he hid it somewhere easy to find. And now we're getting to see Hatsu and Shibisu, who I was assuming, since Cha left them with Jordan, I was assuming they were just still with Jordan. Alright, we'll try our best to find it too. And then we see them running across Fuchil, okay. What was that? An enemy. Lightbearer, do you read me? That voice, is that you, Cha? Looks like your lighthouse is working again. Yes, that's right, but I don't have much time to talk. We need to find a bomb. That's exactly why I called you. You have to look for the 1st Division Commander. The 1st Division Commander? I didn't think he was the 1st. I thought he was the 2nd. I thought Hasacha was the 1st. Was it? Yeah, when we first got introduced to them, wasn't Hasacha the 1st? Wasn't Fuchile the 2nd? And then I don't remember. No, the 1st was Hiracha. I don't remember what Hasacha was then. I don't remember what Kendrick was either. But Hiracha was the 1st Division Commander. Did he just instantly get a division switch after Hiracha died? What is this? He's wearing golden armor covered in spikes like a pineapple. He's Pineco. Shiny Pineco looks exactly like him. I put a shiny Pineco in the thumbnail for last video. Wait, is that the guy who just passed us? He's the bomb. What? Hold on, I think he just went past us. He what? And now we have Haku running. That's him. I found him. Tell me where he is. And he uses his future sight. Alright? I'll send you the coordinates. He just turned a corner and headed into a tunnel. And again, I'm kind of worried about Cha now as well, because Cha could always like Iron Giant this. He'll be at coordinate 33 AG in a few seconds. Got it. I'll head over there. And is he just going to like blast through the entire place to get straight there? Right now. It looks like he is. So cool. Yo, and he caught up to him instantly. This is awesome. Because I really like Cha has grown on me so much. I didn't really like him that much at first. I didn't hate him or anything, but he's grown on me so much. Plus, I really like Fuchile. Alright. Knocks him backwards. Okay. Cha, what happened? What, was that a decoy? I knocked him out in one hit. Don't worry, I blew his head off. Was that actually him, though? Well, that's a relief. Now, I just have to remove the bomb. This is interesting. And so we're seeing, it looks like some sort of wolf head. What the hell? It's like he's half beastkin and half machine. Five Nights at Freddy's? What is this? This was probably the most loyal servant that Yusracha could have created. Now, let me see. Where's the bomb? This is so interesting and weird. No. And then it starts to erupt. Damn it. This can't be. It's not even time yet. Just forget about it. What on earth? And we have this massive explosion in the cat tower. And this isn't even Trauma Ray's fault. This is Yusracha's fault. What on earth is this? What on earth is this in terms of, like, how are they going to survive this? Ha Jin-sung, the prodigal son of the Ha family. Aren't you supposed to be sealed in the suspendium? What are you doing here? Oh well, whatever. Does it even... he just cuts him off. Trauma Ray might be the funniest character in the series. Oh my god. Oh well, whatever. His outfit is just utterly ridiculous. I think it was Kick the Can Productions spent so long last week talking about his outfit because it's just so ridiculous. Oh well, whatever. Does it even matter? I never really cared about you anyway. You're simply a tool to manipulate the irregular. And yet you dare to oppose my marriage offer. You may have the Ha family's blood in you, but you're still a lower creature. You have no right to defy me. I guess I don't have a choice now. I've already come this far. I might as well say what I have to say before I die. Lord Traumeré, I may be considered an enemy of the family for joining FUG, but I don't deny the prestige and might of the 10 great family heads. Of course, that's also why I aspire to be a family head myself, but not because I look down on you family heads. You may be powerful and have the ability to control all of creation, but I still think the gods placed a certain restriction on you, and that restriction is humanity. This is a really good speech, but I actually have to cut in here because he mentioned wanting to be a family head. Something I've been thinking about all week, and I was like, I don't know what kind of video to put this in, but I can say it here. Is, now that we found out about the immortality contract and Yuan Sung stuff, what I'm thinking is, we've thought, okay, this character can't beat a family head, that character can't beat a family head, because they're immortal, nobody can kill them anyway. We've been thinking about that all series, but what if that ends up just not being the case? Because what if the contract gets broken? What if Bomb, they got the contract to the 100th floor or whatever, right? What if Bomb just does his, like, spell-breaky, touch it and it doesn't work anymore powers? What if Bomb just touches the contract or whatever, and they're just not immortal anymore? Like, what if we get to that point where the family heads just, like, get the immortality contract broken? I just realized that, and I don't think I've heard anybody bring that up before, that I'm like, oh yeah, we've thought about them as immortal, and we've thought Bomb's an irregular, he's the only one who can kill them, or maybe if somebody has special powers like White, they could kill them, but I'm like, wait, what if they just destroy the contract? So, actually, I don't know. The laws of the tower dictate that humans must live according to their own will, and I know that not even family heads can do anything about that. So please, Lord Traumeré, if nothing else, at least respect Bomb's humanity. This might be why. They dictate that humans must live according to their own will, and not even the family heads can do anything. That must be why humans who aren't canine people can't be controlled. That must be why it's a rule that even the family heads can't break, that humans can't be controlled. That's why they had to create the Beastkin. So please, Lord Traumeré, if nothing else, at least respect Bomb's humanity. He's so goofy. Please don't interfere with people's right to choose their own life. What a great panel, though, as goofy as he is. What a great speech, too. Is that what you think? Fine. Okay. Seeing that this lowly creature thinks he knows all about what the gods want, I'll give you one more chance to choose. What on earth? Will you accept the marriage offer and save everyone, or will you refuse and let everyone die? What's your choice? I give you the right to choose again. Ah, this is such a great scene as well. What kind of choice is that? It's not a choice, it's blackmail. Again, though, you twisted old man, just fake it for now. Just fake it and then betray him later. I can't believe I used to be just like him. If whatever I decide is influenced by your will and power, then it's not a real choice. What? You seem to be mistaken. The family heads don't force the lower beings in the tower to do anything for some kind of personal reason. Like nature, it simply must be accepted. So, you'll have to accept it too. This chapter is so good. No matter what choices humans make, they can't defy the gods or the laws of nature, can they? We are the nature and the laws of the tower. Now I see. So this is what kind of people the 10 great family heads are, and how they view themselves. Fine. Let's say you are like a law of nature. In that case, I refuse to respect that law. And Traumer's still just looking down. Alright, then go ahead and fight against it as hard as you can. Inside the warp fleet, here we go. There. Alright. Operation start. Gate sync complete. Now restarting the warp fleet. It worked. The warp fleet's has been activated. And we have LaFave. Now. And we see Doom. It's almost time to leave. Yama preparing. Don't cliffhang me here. This has been so good. Also, by the way, seeing LaFave there reminded me, even though they're not related at all, CU posted a sketch today of Bomb and Arya that was really cute. So go check that out. CU posted it on Twitter if you're interested. Alright. Now, we have Traumerei noticing. Starts to activate again. What's going on with the warp fleet? The warp fleet is moving. Oh, Kraken? Grab that. And he starts pulling the two sides apart, it looks like. Alright. Don't know how this actually works scientifically. So, I'm not a theoretic tower physicist. Damn it, it stopped. Alright, so all they have to do is cut off some more of his legs. It's time. Alright, are we gonna see full power Yama now? Yama? And he starts getting markings across the side of his body. He's morbing, guys. And he swings. Geez, really cool looking. And he slices through it again. Right? Kraken is shocked. Yama's so cool. Yama, complete transformation of half of the body. See, he just keeps teasing us with this. We get like partial complete transformation. Like, we never get the real full transformation. But this is so cool either way. I love this form. Alright, he's charging in again. Going for another attack. Slicing off more of the tentacles. Yo, actually, it looks like he might just be killing Kraken. He might just be cutting Kraken in half. I can't really tell. At the very least, he's taking the legs off, though. Yeah, he's shredding it. Jeez. Alright, for Yama. We still have Traumerei not saying anything. And we're gonna get Cliffhung here, aren't we? What a good panel. That was a really incredibly good chapter. That was incredibly good. But I'm frustrated nonetheless. Because I really wanted to see what was going on with Gustang. I was like, we'll see a little bit of it at least, but none of it. So yeah, don't spoil me on any of the stuff I've been speculating if you already know, because now I'm realizing that this is, I think, like 6-7 chapters ahead. So wow, that is a big difference. Please don't spoil me. Please. This is really exciting and really awesome right now, so I would love to not be spoiled. What an incredibly good chapter. Lots of action. I love the not quite complete transformation of Yama. It's really, really good. I love Jinsung's speech. All of the character stuff with Traumerei has been good. I like seeing Haku and stuff again. And we're kind of cliffhung too on what's going on with the bomb. How is everybody surviving that? Is everybody just dying to the bomb? Traumerei's not even killing them, but rather the bomb by Yusracha's people is. Also, the truth behind Fuchil is really interesting. There's a lot I feel like that I loved upon first reading, but I feel like I'm gonna get a lot out of taking notes on this and reviewing this. I feel like there's a lot of philosophical stuff and character stuff when it comes to the family heads and Bam and Jinsung here that's going to be really great to talk about. I love all the stuff with Lafav and Doom and Yuan-sung and Yusracha and Yama that's going on right now. I love all of that. I like the Cat Tower stuff, so I'm just so interested in seeing how on earth that's going to be resolved at all. We still don't know what's going on with the escape escape warp that Gus and Sophia Tannerat. There's just so much to get to. Not to mention the stuff that's going to be going on. Is Traumerei going to have to leave, or going to have to try to leave, but now the warp gate has been sort of hijacked? Is he going to be able to do that, or need to do that, if Gustang attacks this place? And why is Gustang attacking? Does he just want to take out Traumerei's family to make Traumerei weaker by taking out his numbers while Traumerei is away, or is he looking for something specific there? Also, we learned so much more we finally got some answers about the Mad Dogs, which is really interesting. I feel like the explanation we were given in Workshop Battle and the explanation that, or like what the Mad Dogs turn into, is a little bit incongruent, but whatever. We found out some of that finally. There's something else I was meaning to say too that we just found out more about, but now I'm losing a train of thought. Oh yeah, why the family heads might have had to make the Beastkin, or not family heads plural as much as just Traumerei, but maybe like an immutable rule is that humans can't be controlled, and that's why he had to make the Beastkin. Because we already know that, like, it was mentioned before, people shouldn't be able to be controlled, like in the conversation between Yusracha and Lobi, but he's like, oh no, we can be controlled by specific people like Traumerei. Because we're, like, not completely human. Interesting. So cool. But with all that out of the way, I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, my thoughts and reaction to it. Subscribe for more Tower of God, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it is free and open for anyone. And if you'd like to help support the channel on Patreon, it's patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. Sorry if I'm ever late responding to any of you anywhere, because yes, sometimes Discord just decides to not give me notifications. Like, sometimes I'll get them, sometimes I won't, and that's really annoying. And I just found out today that Twitter hadn't given me a notification for one of you that had messaged me like weeks ago. So yeah, I'm so super sorry about that. If I'm ever late, don't be afraid to tell me in the comments here, hey, answer, wherever. Don't be afraid to hit me up on Twitter or Discord or anywhere. I'm always willing to talk with anybody as much as I possibly can. So yeah, all of that. Thank you for watching. Like I said, Patreon would help support the channel if you want to support there, but either way, don't worry about that as long as you're watching. Like, super, super happy. But yeah, either way, that is it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.